Backed by popular demand, I'm doing more fancy jigger pours for you on today's video, and I used these moves whilst making these fantastic pina coladas. There was another one, but we finished it, and if you want to find out how they're made, check out my other channel, Tom's Cocktails, where it's all about cocktails and fun stuff like that. But enough about that, let's move on to these super awesome jigger moves. The jigger push is very simple. We're pushing the jigger onto our hand, throwing it up to catch it. The catch is the hardest part, but the push, you're literally putting your hand, little finger to the bar, pushing the jigger onto the back of your hand. You need to fan out your fingers to hold the jigger on the back of your hand. Then from there, you're going to flip away from you, and you can just throw up without any spin to begin with, but as you get better, you can add more spin and you can play around with the catch and then come make your pour. There is a small upgrade to this where you push the base of the jigger very hard so it drops onto the back of your hand, and then the rest of the move is the same. This is a fun one because you're literally just flicking the jigger from one hand to the other. There's not a lot of movement happening with your hand. It's all in your index finger and your middle finger. So you're going to grab hold of the jigger right near the top. You want it near the top of the lip of the jigger. That's going to give you more flick. And then you just scissor your fingers in the opposite direction. You just whoosh, like this. And that's going to give the flick of the jigger. So you're holding onto the bottle with all of the other fingers and thumb. And then with the jigger, you just flick and catch it in the other hand. It's even nicer when you have something in the middle of your station and you're flipping the jigger over the top. This is a tricky one to perfect because you're using your little finger as part of the twisting motion. Grab the small part of the jigger facing up between thumb and index finger. You're going to swing around and grab in between your little finger and your ring finger. Then you do another turn with it in your little finger like this, and then you can do a thumb roll afterwards. It's actually a very easy move once you get used to it. Just looks really cool because you're using your little finger as part of the twisting motion, so it looks like there's a lot more going on. This is another very easy move to do, and you can do this when you're holding anything. A bottle, a jar, a glass, anything at all. And it's literally just placing the jigger on your finger. So you're holding onto the object, stick out your index finger, you're placing the jigger on your finger, and you want to let it drop backwards. Just practice doing it with a practice bottle like this. I'll leave a link in the description. And then you can start using it for absolutely anything. I mean, if you get really good, you can probably balance it on your finger there for an extended period of time until you're ready to let it drop down. The more you do it, the easier that balance is going to get and the quicker this move is going to become. So I use my right hand to pour, my left hand to pick up my jigger. So all of my jigger moves are normally performed with my left hand. But in this instance, I wanted to create a move where I can use my right hand and my left hand. And it's just a nice beginning that's a little bit different from the normal picking it up with your left hand. Turn your right hand over so your elbow comes up, grab the jigger. You want to twist, twist. Okay, you're in this position ready to throw, and then you throw across. You throw it. It's easier when you perform this move more quickly because you can use the momentum and the swing of the jigger to make this move look good. So eventually you may be able to pick up the bottle whilst the jigger is in the air. One of the hardest moves out of today's video because you have to learn how to throw and catch two objects in one hand. So first of all, just start to learn to catch the jigger in your hand whilst holding onto a bottle, like so. Then you can start throwing and catching without the bottle, but catching the jigger in between your index and your middle finger. And then you can start putting all of it together. So holding the bottle, throw, catch. Now ideally you want to catch the jigger near your fingertips, so you can do that little twist and drop it down. Twist isn't essential, but it adds an extra element to the move just to make it a bit more fancy. So there we have it, 6 fancy jigger paws. I hope you liked that video. Thank you very much for voting on the poll. Now, if you've never seen my channel before, welcome. Thank you very much for getting this far. Don't forget you can hit subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And if you like this video, smash that like button and stick around to watch this one next. If you haven't seen it already, there's more fancy jigger paws on there. This one was really cool. This one prompted me to do this one. So anyway, that's enough from me. So next week, see you then.